Let's set one of these stupid goals here. Alright. Let's just get a fucking copyright while we're at it. Alright, it's coming along fairly nicely. It's about time to make some liners, but I wanna do my final sand on the inside of this spring here. And then I want to work on getting my spring to sit flush when it's open like that, and then flush in the back or the half stop, and then flush when it's closed. I also want to take a little more off of there because I want this tip here to swing into the knife more. Oh man, where is Rick? I don't know who Rick is. Rick and Morty, I guess is what you're talking about, huh? Thanks for the gift there. Baby G, that's nice. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on this one for a while, so it's gonna be a pocket knife. It's all hardened and Well, the spring wouldn't be springy if it wasn't. Yeah, it's all been hardened and kind of got it working right. You can see the spring still needs ground down a little. It's taller than the blade. Right on, Morty. Pretty cool of you. Thank you. I just set that goal for fun. Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate it. I didn't expect anything actually out of it. So there's two things left. Well, there's more than two, but I need to polish the inside of my spring so I can set the rise and fall of the spring. Because once I do that, I can't sand the inside of it anymore. And I need to cut a nail nick on the blade. It goes on the other side, but I'm gonna try to do a straight pull nail nick. I usually do like a crescent moon shape one. So I'm gonna do like, this is the knife I'm copying. It was a cheap knife I took apart. Mine's a little bigger, but I'm gonna do a straight pull nail nick like that. I usually do like the little half moon shape crescent style. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna use a Dremel cutting disc probably. I also probably wanna do this first. I'm gonna take just a little bit off of that spring because I want my blade to come up just a tiny bit more when it's open. Kind of swoops down. So I don't know if any of that made sense, but kind of hard to get it off of here because it's all under spring tension. I don't want to scratch it, so put a little piece of tape on there and then use my big ass channel locks. It doesn't take much, just a little. And you can see I also got a little bushing in there that the blade will pivot on. Here's the blade. The nail nick will go on this side right here. I got it all ground, got a little false edge on there. I mean, I don't think it's dangerous. Go to my Etsy. Click on my picture on the top left there, and my Etsy link is right there on my YouTube homepage. That's where anything I have for sale is for sale. No, I don't think it's dangerous. Yep, I do. What's up, Pilgrim? Yeah, go to my Etsy link is on my YouTube homepage. I don't know. It'll be a while before this one's done. A week or so, depending on how much I get to work on it. So you can see, I want to do my final sanding on this bottom part here. And then once I do that, I can set I'll have to grind some off of here and off of here to get this spring to be flush in all three positions. But I do want to take a little off to get it to open just a little more first. My mini knife broke. like the blade works. I don't know, I'm not sure I understand. I mean, there's lots of reasons you could break a knife, I suppose. Most of them involve using it as a screwdriver or a private wire, which we all do. Damn, my chat on this one's froze. It's still at Pilgrims. I don't even know how to change. Here it is. Yeah, that made it straighter. It's probably hard to tell, but it's not quite as it used to. Like the blade used to be like this a little bit when it was open. Finally warmed up. Well, it more than warmed up today. It's hot in the house. It went from freezing to it's hot in there overnight. keep hitting it with my marker because I want to make sure I'm sanding it straight, like level. Right on, Pilgrim. I should probably be more consistent on my streaming here now for the little bit future. I still ain't figured out a day to go every day or every week and a time and all that. It's just too structured. But I should be around more. We had a lot going on around here. It's kind of calmed down a little bit. It's hopefully going to give me more time to do this. It's actually a coffee. Folders. Can y'all hear the radio? Or it's actually the TV, but the music? Probably going to get copyrighted. That's alright. It's another reason I don't go live sometimes is I want to just sit here and chill and listen to music and not worry about if the camera's seeing what I'm doing and all that. Can't hear it. Right on. I want to be a mechanic. I work at an oil change shop, but other than that, all the experience I have is on my own truck. How do I move up in this career with no money for school? Oh, dude, that's easy. I actually know something about this. I worked in body shops my whole life. Um, you got to go get you a job somewhere. You got to convince someone to give you a job. Sweeping the floor. I mean, there's mechanic shops you can go be the oil change guy at. Um, and you just work there and you listen and you just do your work, man. Be the guy they can count on, and eventually one day they'll give you some job to work on, and then from there it'll be more and more and more. but you're gonna have to start at the bottom. You're probably gonna have to clean the bathroom, and you're gonna be doing oil changes and sweeping the floor and all that stuff. But you'll you'll move up. You just keep doing it and do it. You know, it is hard. It's not real easy to find good workers. So if you're a good worker, they'll move you up. It doesn't happen overnight either, though. People want this shit to happen overnight. It doesn't. Uh, I don't know. That's a good question. They both have pros and cons. A mom and pop shop um, might get you moved up sooner. Like I said, I wasn't a mechanic. I didn't work in. I didn't do the mechanical stuff so much. I can, like, I do all my own mechanical stuff and that, but I never did it professionally. I always worked in the paint shop and body shops. But that's what I did, man. I started out, I washed cars. That's what my first job was. I washed cars at a body shop, and then they have you color, sand, and buff them, and run around and pick up parts and deliver cars and all kinds of tasks that people don't want to do. Pretty much, those are the ones you're going to be doing. Yeah, labor adds up quick, man. People always think they're getting ripped off and stuff, and they're probably not. It's just it ain't cheap to do that stuff. Yeah, you have a good day, man. I hope it goes well for you. looks pretty good. I mean, it's hard to see. You can see it, but it's hard to see. But it is, it's an 800 finish. It's pretty nice. You will never see this part here. You'll never see. It didn't take much on that spot there. Let me find some masking tape. Masking tape will make sense here in a second. Alright, so I put my little piece of masking tape right there. I'm gonna take my pencil. I'm gonna draw a line right along the back spring there. This is going to help me kind of set this spring to be flush in all three positions. I will finish this out with a dial indicator, and then I'll do the final finishing it out with the liners when I actually put the knife together and take it apart 100 times. But you see my lines right there. When I go to the half stop, the spring should be up. You might not even see the line at all. It's close. In fact, I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm going to get the dial indicator out before I mess with that, but it is high. Just barely. You can actually see a little space between the line and the spring. It's open. You can still see a space here, but it's less. Should be as much as it is back here, but it's touching there in the end. So this spring will be a little bit too high in that half stop position. That's where I want it. I'm not going to take any off of the back of this tang right now until I get closer to finished dimensions, because that is close enough for now. Now this one, you can see it's quite a bit higher, and I want to take off of here too, because I want this part here, I want the tip to go down in further. And that'll come off of this little kick right here. Will bring the tip around in further. It'll also drop my spring down when I take it off of there, so gotta kind of be careful. But it's actually closer in all three positions than I thought it was. It might be time to just move on to the next step. I just want it close for right now. I don't even know what the next step is. I was expecting to spend a lot more time doing that. I need to cut my nail nick in here, but I need to find some tooling to do that. And then I need to, I guess I'll start working on the liners. What's up, Prepper 101? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You like this one? This one's pretty cool. I'm liking it. I like the blade shape. I like the false edge. It needs a lot more hand sanding and stuff, but it's, it's the basic shape it's going to be. Trying to make a copy of this knife. It's not going to come out exactly like it. This is the blade. It's a cheap knife. I took it apart to use it as a kind of a pattern. That's the main blade. It's a fishing knife. It had a fish scaler too. I'm not doing a fish scaler. And then this is supposed to be kind of the shape, but I don't think I'm going to get my shape exactly down like this. I don't know. Stuff happens. It's hard. I couldn't make it this small. I had to make my blade a little bigger because I want to use a bushing. And there's not enough room to fit a bushing in on that tang. So I needed a bigger tang. So I kind of had to make everything just a little bigger. I might make one again and do one without a bushing. I've never done a slip joint without a bushing. So, I mean, a lot of people do them. Most of the production ones don't have one. So you don't need it, but I didn't ask him. That's funny. We got a container of tang in the house. When we run out of stuff to give the little ones, we bust out the tang. they're just now figuring out that it's not very good. It was working, but they're kind of figuring out that there's better things. So yeah, I want my nail nick to be something like that. Straight. Where'd that blade go? Like that one. I haven't drank it in years either, though. That's kind of funny. We have it. I've been making some every now and then, but I don't drink it. Let me see if I can find a Dremel, a little Dremel cutoff wheel. I think that's what I'm going to try to use to make this slot. So normally I use a grinding stone and it makes like a moon-shaped one, but let's see what I can find. Some cutoff wheels. Can't find an arbor. These are all sanding drums. There's a little collet. I wonder what you use that for. Interesting. I don't know how I ended up with 100 of these things. I cleaned up. Now I can't find any tools. It's crazy. Alright. Use this as a screwdriver. It just doesn't fit. Hmm. I don't know where else. I'm sure I got Dremel stuff somewhere else, but I don't know where. I could only find one little box. I'm gonna wallow this hole out a little without breaking the disc. I'm always trying to make it work. Let's go. Let's go with a rougher method. What's up, Conj? I found you on Instagram, man. I might have had you confused with something else, but everything I said was true, man. Your knives are awesome. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to rig up. So this is the knife I'm copying. It was a piece of junk I took apart for a pattern. I want a straight pull on it like that, which I don't normally do. I normally do like a moon shape. Uh, so I'm trying to rig up this. This was actually a sanding for a little drum for a Dremel. Because I can't find an arbor for a cutoff wheel. So I'm trying to rig this drum sander arbor to work with a cutoff wheel. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. It doesn't tighten up. It doesn't tighten up. Okay. So we gotta get something else in there. Shorten the screw. Yeah, your knives are awesome, dude. I didn't know if you'd know who I was, because you had to add me. But I didn't want to throw it out there to my whole government. But yeah. Don't risk it at all. Bend. The arbor's gonna bend, you think? I'm gonna put it in my mill and just nibble away at it is my plan. But I need to find something to hold the disc. Cutting, it's 1084 hardened. So this is the blade for this knife. It's, besides like finished sanding, it's pretty much done. Nail nick's the last thing. I did them. I used to, when I first made a couple slip joints, I used a like a cone shape burr for a Dremel, and I used that in a drill press, and then I put the knife blade in a vise. The cutoff wheel's a Dremel heavy duty cutoff wheel number 420. It's gonna work, man. Interesting. You need to step your troll game up. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Slow down and type something coherent. I'm gonna try to hack this screw down on my grinder a little bit real quick. What's tomorrow? Fart head, huh? tomorrow's weather forecast is. Alright, that's what I'm going to try to cut it with. Wish me luck. Let's get it set up over here. I think that's, I don't know if that's going to fit in this collet. Seems a little small. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. Oh man, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna shatter the disc and screw the blade up and gotta start over. I mean, that's the worst. I mean, not really. It could be worse than that. Like, I could hurt myself, but I don't think I'm gonna hurt myself with this little tiny blade or cutting disc. I think it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna kind of eyeball it and make sure I got it level-ish. Yes, this is a. Here, you want to see it? I've had it for a while. You can tell it's kind of. I had some chickens out here, and they did not help my tools. Shit rusted up pretty good. But yeah, it's that's the one it is. PM25. I've had it for I don't know 6, 7 years. It's pretty good. If I bought one, I would not buy. This thing was like another 150 or something. The stand, and it kind of sucks. I'm actually thinking about taking it off of the stand and putting it on a table because the stand's too narrow. It's wobbly. So yeah, that's what I got. Precision Matthews. I do like it, but and I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm no machinist. I know. Mostly, I got it to use this. It's what I mill my liners with. Um, I'm getting pretty good at that, but it took me a while to get liners to mill liners that came out nice. Took a while. I mostly use it for liners and nail mix. I drill all my holes on this thing. I have an old Walker Turner drill press that I never use anymore, so I do all my holes on this thing. I can clamp everything in the vise. It's just so much easier to do. But yeah, if you buy one, I would seriously, I would probably skip the base, man. Trying to get to leave like a little scratch so I can see where I'm at. Yeah, that's about where I want to be. Alright, I'm just gonna do like a little, let's see, I'm gonna go from like here. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna do 5 turns. I'm gonna have to go back and forth a couple times and kind of just nibble away at it. What's up, Camo? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Alright, I'm a little nervous. Let's see if I can get you guys where you can see what I'm doing. The light's kind of... Yeah, maybe if I move this vacuum... Get you on the other side of the light, maybe I'll be able to see better. Still can't really tell there's a knife blade in there, can you? Screw it. This is the way it works better. I don't really know what speed I should be doing this at. Probably pretty fast. Man, it ain't very straight. Kind of wobbling. Alright, well, it needs to be longer. Tell that already. I should put my glasses on. I think I'll do that. I'm sitting here staring right at the dang thing. Cool off a little bit. I got a scratch on it. It is not a nail nick yet. I sped it up, so it's pretty hot now. It's wearing the disc down pretty good. We're getting something though. Alright, a little more and I'll be good. I think it's looking good. I mean, you can catch your thumb on it. I'm cutting a little nail nick in there, Cheryl. So here's the blade I'm kind of trying to copy. I'm cutting that line in there right now, which is free. Okay, I'm back maybe. Whatever. If it goes out, I'm just gonna end it. But hopefully I can get this done before that happens. Just about got it. I want to get a little more. I keep touching it with my finger, just make sure it's not too hot. Okay, my cutter quit. It quit turning. It's fucking coming loose or something. That ain't good. Plus, I lost my spot. I don't know where I'm at. I panicked when I saw it quit spinning. We're gonna call it done. Hopefully, this is good enough. Throw it around. It's I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like when I clean it up. It's not bad. Let's go over to the bench. Y'all can't really see very good right here. It's not horrible, but it's not great either. I think when I sand the blade, it'll probably look better. It's a little wider than I wanted it to be. I think I about nailed the length. Let's... Yeah, kind of like, I think once I sand it down, once I like finish sand the blade, I think it's gonna look fine. Somehow I got a little nick down low there, but right here at the end, I think that's probably where it quit turning on me. But I'll hand sand that little slot first. Take some sandpaper and fold it up. This piece is actually too big. And I'll get it down in there. But yeah, I think that's gonna work. Yeah, that is a good one, man. It's you're right, Cheryl. He's Carl coined it, and I like it. I can't argue with it. I mean, they're not the best. I'm not saying that, but it's a cool name. Definitely not the worst nickname I've had. yeah, it's gonna work, man. I need to perfect it a little bit more. I need to make sure the dang cutting disc don't come loose, because I would have done a couple more passes. I was actually going to go just a little bit further out on this end, because the disc wears down and shrinks. You get more. I wasn't getting all the way out to the edge because I was moving it the same amount every time, but every time the disc was getting a little smaller, so I wasn't going all the way out to the edges as the disc shrank. But that'll work. I usually use something like this to cut my nail nicks, and it leaves like a crescent moon shape. But this knife, I don't know. This is more like, I feel like that's what it needed. So. Anyway. I should have put it on my board the other way so the nail nick side would be sticking out. Alright, I guess it's time to start working on liners. I actually want to adjust this to get this down in here more. I don't know, maybe I should do that first. I was a little worried I was going to have to make a new spring because it got pretty thin. But it's pretty springy still. I think I'll be good. So. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream here today. I'm probably going to keep working on this, but I'm going to go take a break, get a drink, and figure out what I'm going to do next. Probably start working on liners, I guess. This one is getting nickel silver liners, which is something I've never done. I always do brass, so that'll be fun. It's getting nickel silver bolsters. And it's going to have a bolster on both ends. Again, this is the knife. This is the whatever liner for the knife, and it was a cheap knife. This was the outside, so this just kind of went on here like this. I had a little fake pearl plastic part on there, but that would have been a bolster or an end cap, I guess, and that would have been a bolster on a real knife, which is what I'm gonna do. So it'll have one on both ends. So I'll do that. I'll give her one from me too. So, y'all have a good one. Take it easy. I'll be back. Probably not tomorrow, but I will be around more often now. So, thanks for checking it out. Again, hit my picture in the top left, and my Etsy link will be right there if anybody's interested. So, catch y'all later.